Hi there, and welcome to the English Lovers by Honeybee. In this video, we're going to talk about the three different parts of speaking skill. Um, those are in IELTS exam. Okay. So first of all, we all know that the IELTS exam used to contain the four different skills: listening, reading, writing, and speaking. Okay. So talking about all those four skills, it will take lots and lots of time, to talk about every different skill. Okay, we're gonna talk about one by one. Okay, we're gonna talk about first of all speaking. Okay, so what is it in speaking when we talk about IELTS exam? See, when we say that IELTS we have to do, then definitely we have to divide, our time pattern also to prepare for the same. Okay, we have to practice also. Lots and lots of things are to be seen while giving the exam. Okay, because IELTS exam is not properly. What I feel personally, that is not a proper exam for checking out somebody's English, but only the communication skills. So if to check the communication skills is a task to be done, I think it's very easy to handle these three parts of speaking test. Okay, the first part, second part, and third part, I'll tell you about each of these parts one by one. Okay, the first part, second part, and third part would be in the form of sort of questions. Okay, first of all, okay, let me tell you the timing of the test. Okay, generally the timing of the test used to be like the general time which is told to every of the student is 11 to 14 minutes. Okay, you have to prepare your IELTS exam for especially the speaking test for 11 to 14 minutes. Okay, rest of the skills we're going to talk about later on. First of all, speaking test used to be of 14 up to the 14 minutes, not more than that. Okay, but it can be less than even 11, depending upon the time span and the way you talk and the way you deal with the different questions that are there in IELTS. Like when they used to ask the questions, okay, it depends upon you that how you give the answers and how confidently you give the answers, okay, to all the questions that have been asked. Okay, if your answers are accurate one, if you're going to the terms of the IELTS exam, if you are a very fluent one, if you have grammatical accuracy in your statements, and if you are I would say that perfect in making the stories also, cock and bull stories. Okay, sometimes it matters to make cock and bull stories. Okay, because all the times if you will speak the truth, sometimes your questions won't be answered. Our main topic is to just get the bands, okay, and then thereafter go there in abroad and study or live there. Okay, so there we can learn lots and lots of communication skills over there. Okay, that's just the first step to go to some country and enjoy the freedom of their country and try to see that how your world is different from theirs and their world is different from ours. Okay, now talking about the speaking skill, there were three parts. Okay, I told you. First is about your introduction. Okay, in that doesn't mean that introduction would be like the person is going to ask you introduce yourself. Okay, you're gonna reply in all the introduction statements. No, it is not like that. It is not always like that. Earlier when I started the teaching career, when it was the time, it was the year 2014. Okay, not 2014 exactly, it was 2013. Okay, I was teaching at one institute that was just a random institute. I thought that why not to earn some money. Okay, and before that one I taught in 2000, I think 9. Okay, 2009 I started teaching when I completed my senior secondary classes. I completed then thereafter I started teaching in that institute, and there the pattern was totally different. I was teaching very much a boorish thing, I would say, because the way it was told to us by our seniors, like whomever was a senior teacher, the way they were saying, I was doing the same, but I was not actually trying to search out my own talent. Okay, but when I got to know that it is not all about cramming or cramming the answers, so I got to know about it. Yeah, so you have to deal it with on your own. You have to study, you have to read books. Okay, and lots of things were there. Okay, Introduction doesn't mean here, that's what I learned from that time. Okay, the introduction doesn't mean that you are going to prepare some lines. Okay, my name is this, I have studied this or that, and you're gonna say blah blah blah, and it would be over. It won't be over like that. Simply they are checking your communication skill, the how you talk and how you behave when somebody asks you your name, and the way you reply, and the way in a polite manner, or with a very jovial attitude when you reply, then they would like to hear from you. Definitely you're gonna get the bands. It actually, when the person who used to be the examiner never used to say no to your answers, obviously the duty of that person used to be to record your answers, and then thereafter rehearse them, and then see that what bands would be given to you accordingly, that okay, whatever recording is done. Okay, and then thereafter some personal comments are also given. Okay, that is my personal point of view. Let me tell you, it is done like that. But I would say that, so when you're gonna prepare the introduction part, the first part, you have to be extra sure about it, that what can be the possible questions that can come in the introduction part. Okay, introduction means that somebody wants to know about you. Okay, so the questions whichever are related to you, your family, your friends, and your circle, or your environment, where whatever is related to you, whatever or wherever you exist, and every bit whichever is related to you can be asked. Okay, and you have to be extra prepared for giving the reply by using different connectors. Also use the connectors, linking words. Okay, like moreover, additionally, first of all, secondly, all those things. I'll mention those there on, in the next video. Don't worry about it. Okay, so the way you're going to give the reply, it is going to come to you definitely back. Okay, so you're gonna feel the heat also at that time. For if you're gonna go for the first time for giving the speaking test, then definitely you're gonna feel the heat. And once you are going to be used to it, then definitely in the next time, suppose you are not crossing your score, whatever demanded score is there, you are not crossing that one, and next time I think you will get a glimpse of it, that how to do it. Then definitely in the next time you're gonna rock. Okay, but I would say that why not to do it at one go. In case you want to do it at one go, then definitely you have to look for the videos as such I'm making, and you have to look for the videos which are actually going to tell you something right about it. Okay, you are not going to just be focusing on something like which videos are telling you to translate something. Okay, I would say that if you're gonna learn English in English, then definitely you will learn easier. Okay, if you're trying to learn English in Hindi, first of all, you need to understand the concept that you are going to translate it first, and then you are going to do it into English. Then definitely it will take some time. It will take the toll, then thereafter it will be all done. So you won't get the bands, good bands, and definitely you have to just start it from the, if suppose you have to start it from the ABC, that means you have to start it from the ABC. There is no shame to learn it from the beginning, because every book used to have first page, every book used to have last page. It is up to you to start it and end it. Okay, so never stop learning, keep learning, keep learning, and keep learning. Okay, then this is all about the first part, all the questions related to your work, your family, your friends, or your likes, your dislikes, or whatever your choices are. All those things would be there in the first part. Okay, and that part I think would be of only I think 4 to 5 minutes. Yeah, maybe 4 to 5 minutes. And then thereafter there would be the second part coming. Okay, this second part is very interesting for me. I like that second part, that is the cue card part. Okay, so one question used to be given on a page form. Okay, like one page, we used to say cue card. Okay, one question used to be given, and that question used to contain 3 or 4 questions related to the same question. Okay, and they used to give you one minute to prepare for the same. Okay, and they used to provide you one page and one pencil, so that if you want to point down something, or you want to jot down some points to speak about, then definitely you can do it on your own. Okay, and after the 1 minute, then the person is going to tell you that you just speak now. You have to continuously speak for the 2 minutes thereafter without any break. Okay, using all the skills that you have to actually elaborate all of the information that you know. Okay, there is a strategy to do the second part also, that we are going to discuss that one in any of the other video that I'm gonna make, because it is all about your demand. That in case you want to know about the strategies, you can comment, and definitely you can give a thumbs up for this video, because as you're gonna demand, then definitely I'm gonna make the next video. I'm gonna tell you that what are the different strategies that you can use to handle the second stage, that is the cue card part. Okay, in that one, how you can handle all the questions, and what are the different connectors that you can use there. Okay, so that's very important. Okay, that's important factor to be known to you. Okay, and after that one, there would be the third part. Okay, this would be containing near about 3 to 4 minutes for the second part. Okay, 2 minutes for this one, and definitely 1 minute you are preparing for it. Then 3 to 4 minutes definitely will be in that second part. Okay, and the last part would be of again the same thing, like 4 to 5 minutes or 5 to 6 minutes. It would be not more than that. Okay, but the person used to be asking the very colloquial, very related questions. Okay, all those questions whichever would be in the third part would be related to the second part. Okay, the cue card, the main theme of the cue card would be taken. Okay, and from that theme, the kind of questions which will be asked would be sort of introspective questions, like you're gonna think about it, and definitely you're going to see within, and then you're gonna reply. That means your what I would say, that your cross questioning sort of thing would be done, and all the questions related to that would be asked, like whichever your cue card would be, the theme of that one would be taken, and all the questions would be related to that, and you're gonna reply all those for sure. Okay, as far as learning and understanding this so-called English is concerned, it's not a big deal. Let me tell you, I've studied in Punjab board. Okay, there was not at all any problem that I faced, because maybe at our time and every time actually the teachers used to be the same way. Okay, but it is all about our effort, that what we want to take as. Okay, how we are dealing with any problem. I don't think that it would be tough for any one of us in India to learn English, because if we can curb any problem, any menace in the world, we can curb this also. It's not a problem. Somehow it is a blessing actually. It is a way of talking to somebody, and definitely it's a medium to express yourself in the people, in front of the people who are actually your very much strangers to you. Okay, and when you are able to talk to the strangers, then definitely you will be feeling blessed that you have learned that language. Okay, but the heart-to-heart language, definitely that is there. Okay, for sure. Okay, and then that heart-to-heart language cannot be worked all the times. So wherever you're working, the work language would be working. Okay, like a sort of very formal language would be working there. Informal sort of language can be possible only amongst the friends, amongst your friend, like the one who are known to you, the very much very dear ones to you. Okay, there you can be very much informal and very much what we say, slangish. Okay, you can use a slang there only, but you cannot use that one in like when you are talking to somebody who is an authority. Okay, so such things are there. Okay, so there are three parts. Okay, I told you about those at the timing, as well as the basic questions which will be asked. One question, like suppose the question is, describe about a present that you got. Okay, who gave you that present, when did you get that present. Okay, why did you like it, or why did you dislike it, and then what is your point of view about the presents, such presents. Okay, so strategy, I'll let you know in any other video, not in this one, because obviously it will take some time to elaborate about the strategy. Okay, so one other thing that I'll suggest you as a tip for the day is that you should have a picture in your hand, any picture from the Google. Just Google it and try to make some words on your own, and use some words from the dictionary on your own, and try to use that those words for that particular picture. Like suppose you have a picture of somebody who's very sad. Okay, try to find out the words for the sad and try to use those words for the same picture and try to elaborate that one in your own way. Try to imagine that the person must be thinking like this or that and all that. Okay, so all these things are to be kept in the mind. So thank you very much for watching this video. Just like my video and comment on it and subscribe my channel for the next upcoming videos. I'm really sorry that I just abandoned making the videos because of my busy schedule at school. Okay, so I was just teaching my students, so I could not help it. So thank you very much. So take care and bye bye.